chum. Come to Roundabout Theater Company's Tony Award-winning Cabaret.
Begins June 21st at the SHN Golden Gate Theater. Visit shnsf.com.
For the past several months, this city has been shaken and divided, and tensions between our law enforcement and communities of color have simmered for too many years, and that has come into full view. And though the facts are still emerging, we know that this morning a young woman of color was killed in an officer-involved shooting in the Bayview district. The community is grieving, and I join them in that grief. These officer-involved shootings, justified or not, have forced our city to open its eyes to questions of when and how police use lethal force. For the last many months, every day, I've asked myself, is the path to reform best advanced by our current department's leadership? And because my goal has been and remains that real reform and the restoration of trust has to be our priority. I have previously expressed confidence in Chief Sir because I know he agrees with and understands the need for reform. He has demonstrated his commitment to instilling these reforms into the whole department, from the command staff to the cadet. But following this morning's officer-involved shooting and my meeting with Chief Sir this afternoon, today I have arrived at a different conclusion to the question of how best to move forward. And for me, this has never been about personalities or politics. It's been about performance. Because in my 3 decades of public service, I've learned how important it is to measure progress along the way. Greg Sir is a dedicated public servant who's given more than 3 decades of his life to the Bayview and to this city. And the progress that we've made has been meaningful, but it hasn't been fast enough, not for me and not for Greg. And that's why I have asked Chief Sir for his resignation. And in the best interest of the city that he loves so much, he tendered his resignation early today. Despite the political rhetoric of the past few weeks, I have nothing but profound admiration for Greg. He's a true public servant, and he'll always have respect from me. I've known him for years, and he's a man of great character. He's taken his job seriously. He's loyal, he's smart, and he understands that a police officer is more than a public safety enforcer. A police officer is a peace of mind, and a social worker. Greg has been a model San Franciscan and a great man. To take Greg's place, I'm naming Tony Chaplin to my left as Acting Chief of Police. Tony has served in the police department for 26 years. He has an established record of commitment to the city's diverse communities, having served in Mission and Terraville stations, in the gang task force, and running the homicide division. Tony has most recently helped establish our new professional standards and principled policing bureau, the arm of the department that focuses on accountability and transparency. The men and women of the San Francisco Police Department put themselves in harm's way literally every day. We owe it to them to restore the community's trust in their department, in their work. And as we embark on a new chapter for the police, we aim to restore this trust. Well, some of the reforms underway might have prevented or clarified today's incident. We need to turn these plans into action. I will hold the acting chief and the department to a high standard of urgency to implement the reforms we've already announced in the past several months. And we will keep pressing forward with new accountability measures and stronger oversight over police use of force. To the citizens of San Francisco, we must push forward harder than ever to reform the police department, to restore trust with every community while keeping our city safe. And in this solemn moment, we must put aside politics and begin to heal the city. Thank you.